Alright, this video is coming to you from the Pittsburgh International Race Complex. It's located outside of Pittsburgh. You know, I didn't have to actually drive into Pittsburgh. I was visiting relatives in Warren, Ohio, and it was about an hour drive away. So these are the two laps that I basically did my best on. I did 2 total races. It's a 0.82 mile course. The karts have a Honda GX 270cc engine in them. According to the website, they'll go about 45 miles per hour. One thing I liked about this place was, you know, I had 2 kids with me. My son is 13 and my cousin is 14. As long as they were over the age of 13 and over 5 feet tall, they let them drive the kart you see me driving in right now. So that was fun. Alright, I'm coming around to the start-finish line. I think I did like a 76 or 77 second lap. So there's the start-finish line. You're full throttle. I was told you don't really have to lift around there. I didn't. I should probably pick a little better trajectory so that I don't scrub off as much speed sliding. You do have to brake for this corner here. I'm sure that I have room to make up time right there. If I live close by, I'd work on that. I didn't do this section so bad, I didn't think. Like I said, my times are in the high 76s, low 77s, I believe. Supposedly some of the superstars that frequent this place can get down into the 73s. So obviously I'm leaving a little time on the track. Could have done that one a little tighter. But as you can see, it's pretty open, very smooth for the most part. And a lot of fun. One thing, you know, that was a little bit of an issue is you don't really get to pass anybody anymore if you don't have a large group on the track, because you know, you need to be going 20 seconds a lap faster to ever lap somebody. So once you pass them, you pass them. So now, this is more at the beginning of a race just so I can get the kids in there and watch how they did. They actually did pretty well. While we were at the track, there was another group that went out, and let me just say, they were not so good. The one person in their party just basically went around the entire track at idle speed. It took her about 5 minutes to do 1 lap. They do make you wear their neck braces and a jacket. You can wear your own helmet if you would like. We brought helmets, so we were good to go. Well, it looks like everybody, you know, in my video has got a red hoodie on, but it's the neck brace. So that's my son right there in front of me. I'm just kind of tailing around. This is our very first lap of the place, so we don't know, you know, what we're really driving into. I actually was trying to catch him right now, but because I didn't know where I was going, I was taking it easy also. He was being a little reckless. Again, he's 13, but you know, they stuck him in the fast card, so I was really happy with that. And the kids definitely are happy about that. First race, so Ava was just getting familiar with the kart. She didn't see me coming. She heard me, but she looked the wrong way, and I got her on the outside. And I just pulled into the pit, just kind of give you a little view of what it looks like. Nice facility. Big facility. They have, you know, a road course, you know, for your driving your own automobiles or race cars on. I'm not sure what else they have there, but it was a big place.
It's fun though, wasn't it?
So that was the end of the first race. We had a pretty good time. Ready to go on the second one now. I think this is yep, this is Henry's webcam, or not webcam. This is Henry's GoPro. You get to hear him giggling every now and then. He's having so much fun. Once they pull that cord, you're out. They just send you on your way. I sat there for a second. The dude didn't like that. So this is the back to the first race, but just the camera's on Henry's head now. Well, he's got his own. I've got my own. You see me up there, I was going to go ahead and let him get in front of me. That way I could get some GoPro footage of him driving around the track. I don't believe he's been on a track this big before, in a kart this fast. No clue what he said right there, but he said something. So for you family members watching this, we're going to try to do this again next year. On the Thursday before the picnic starts, I'll see if we can round up a group of folks to get out there. They will, you know, they can obviously handle more than 3 karts on the track at a time. So they could, you know, as many people we get up there, they can accommodate us, whether it be a few races. And we have our own little tourney. So I blew by Henry right there. I think little homie spins out right about here. Yeah.
No.
Ava was still getting her bearings, so she didn't catch up to us. She did much better the second race. Back on Henry's cam right there. I think he's catching up with Ava right now. They're about to battle it out. He's going to try to shake and bake her. As you can see, it's a beautiful area. It's nice and wooded out there. Again, we're pulling in the pits. Might get a little commentary from Henry here, so I left it in. It's me pulling up behind him.
How do I get out?
Karts are clean. They were in great shape. I've been to some tracks. The karts are just total dogs. This is not one of them. Karts are nice. Alright, this is race 2. This race has all the action in it right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pretty tight battle at the beginning. So I think we might have discussed it earlier. We were going to let Henry and Ava get in front of me. So Henry's trying to slow down a little bit, let Ava get in front of him. That way we can get her on camera. She said, "I'm not waiting for these fools," and she just blows on past. So I let it, Henry's in pursuit, so we'll see how well he does here. She put a pretty big gap on him, so see what kind of skills he's got. He almost got her, but she's fighting back hard. So Henry puts himself in a big hole right there. Like I said, these are big laps, man. They take a while to get around. And most of the time you can go pretty wide open on this track. Here's probably the trickiest turn right here. A little bit of a downhill, kind of a hard right. Henry did it pretty good right there. So Ava's got her groove going now. She's clipping along pretty good, but Henry's trying to reel her back in since his ill-advised spin out. Oh, sloppy corner. Oh, here he comes. Looks like he's gonna get her. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen. Poor Henry's stuck. I think... People! That's me busting by it. I was trying to figure out who that was. Saw the GoPro, so I realized it's Henry.
Hey! Hey! People!
People! The people thing totally cracked me up first time I heard it. So Ava pulls over to save the day, so this is like a good solid minute and a half later. She waves, because basically, we were doing pretty good, so the guys running the place, not that they were slacking, but, we didn't look like we were going to have really issues with crashing, and Henry ran off, and they didn't notice right away that he was stuck in this bale down here. So once Ava got their attention, here they come, and I believe they were trying to race each other. At least that's what Henry thought. I think one guy got a cramp as he's trying to get Henry out. It's kind of funny. See the one guy clutching his leg. Guy in the gray. Yeah. Yeah, see, he just... I think he gave himself a cramp.
I couldn't even turn. I was going straight into it.
Henry checking to see what's in those bales. But apparently the people did show up. There they are, the two people. But you know, as you notice, he didn't catch any grief from them. They just rolled it back out there and let him jump back in the cart. So, all good there. No issues with the sloppy driving. A little bit more footage of Henry just so he can evaluate his own driving for it. Because, like I said, we're going to try to get a group. I know I will go back next year right before the picnic. I don't know if anybody else wants to go. That's why I put that in there. Henry taking another little trip in the grass. So far, Henry hasn't been able to get around Ava. He either spins out when he gets around her or something. So she's held him at bay for this whole day. Oh! And then Ava has her own little issues right there. Then pull him back in the pits. I think Henry will try to explain to Ava about their little mishap down there. So all in all, I give this place a big giant thumbs up. Reminded me of the GoPro Motorplex to some degree. Track's a little bit longer.
I drilled that wall down there. I was trying to pass you and I was going way too fast and I hit the brakes and then I just went straight and then I went right into the wall. That was bad. I was like it was like 2 minutes.
And then this segment will be, can't remember, I think Henry might spin out, but you don't see it on this one. But I'll drive behind Ava for a little while. Yeah, I took that pretty wide right there. So that's basically about it. I would definitely recommend this place. And if you're a family member, let me know if you want to go next year. We'll be in. Oh, that was me driving by Henry's wreckage.